Before we start the episode, I'm suffering from hay fever during this one, so bear with me as I sniffle throughout most of the episode.
Warning, this podcast may contain bad language and themes that some people may find offensive, and it may also contain some brand new trends.
It's going to be fabulous.
Welcome to the Seesaw Podcast with T and Cleaves.
Each week, offering up a blurry perspective on life. Welcome to Seesaw. Once again, waiting for Cleaves to come in on that one-off chance. I'm going to do it every single time.
Nope.
For him to come in and go, oh, welcome, it's Cleaves this time.
Sure thing. I do the disclaimer.
Yeah, that's true. Apart from that one week I did the disclaimer and bodged it up.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So we're coming to you from the 29th floor of Seesaw Towers today. We keep going up.
Another 6 floors been built since last week.
I think it's 7.
Alright, whatever.
I'm not
I can't do
track.
math.
Yeah, didn't do that in your education, did you?
I'm a creative type. I create numbers. I don't logisticize them. I made that
But
word
you
up.
don't do English either by the sounds of it.
I'm a creative. I made that word up just now.
Oh.
Logisticize. It's numbers-based exercises.
I was going to say.
And it gets you from one place to another.
It will also
I'll
have
give you my 5-week logisticize program.
$29.99
Per week.
per week. That's very expensive. But my maths aren't very good, so there you go.
It's also 5 sessions a week. It's not a cheap course.
The thing is, you're teaching people I assume you're teaching them some maths, so by the end they'll know how much they've been ripped off.
Yeah. The overarching lesson of the course is don't waste your money.
So how are things?
Things are alright, yeah. It's going okay. How's things with you?
Good.
I haven't got much to report this week.
Neither have I. That's why I regretted asking you, because I threw off the entire rhythm of our banter.
Good. Banter's a strong word.
Yep. Just to see how you were.
Great, it's
Like
nice.
I give a fuck.
Oh, come on, man. You don't need to ask me that anymore, because we basically see each other every day.
Well, I don't see anyone any day, but you are around.
Oh, get out more.
So, what are we talking about this week?
That was a nice short segment, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to dwell on it because we haven't really got anything to update. We haven't got any fake feedback from you this week, I don't think.
I only bring out the feedback during the questions and answers episode, just as a little update for the listeners, see how things are getting on. So what are we doing this week? We're doing fashion.
Fashion is a strong word. We're talking about clothes.
Okay.
Fashion implies that we have it, or the sense of it at least.
I have my own fashion. That doesn't mean it's fashionable.
I think that's the clear distinction here.
Style. I have my own style.
I mean, I've never seen you reading Vogue or anything like that.
It's because I'm in it. Don't want to look at myself.
You're in it on...
It's the same reason I don't listen to this podcast, not the shoddy content. It's the fact I just don't like listening or looking at myself.
When you said you're in it, I was thinking about those shitty before and after going to rehabs, and then you're the before one. And this is what Gwyneth Paltrow used to look like. And then she got worse, surprisingly.
Gooped it up. Is that her?
Yeah, fucking goop. She just sells bollocks.
Vagina, actually. It smells like a vagina.
Yeah, that... You know there's some dirty pervs have bought that as well.
She knows what market she's in.
I imagine it smells like any other vagina.
I imagine it probably doesn't smell like that, otherwise why would you want a candle that smells like it?
I don't know. It depends how much goop she's got. I don't know what a goopy vagina smells
I mean, Yankee
like.
Candle haven't bought one out, have they? Called Moist Clunge.
I thought I said something vulgar last week, and you fucking topped that immediately. So fashion, clothes, everyone has to wear them, even though you might not want to.
What about nudists?
Well, I'm not counting them. They're not disabled. They're just...
Yeah, there's going to be disabled nudists out there.
I mean, there's got to be.
I mean, if you're already disabled, do you really want to draw more attention to yourself?
Being disabled isn't a... Well, I suppose it is an identity in itself. But people build upon that, or they choose to not let it affect them. I mean, shout out to the Labelled podcast. Really good podcast. You should give that a listen. Yeah, finish this one first, and then go and have a listen to that one.
Speaking of labels, fashion.
Yes, let's go back to fashion labels. So, Cleaves, you're a man of distinct taste. So where did it start?
got my fashion sense when I was at school, didn't I? When I became a dirty greb. I mean, classic noughties, spiky head, flame shirt, baggy jeans with chains. Actually, I didn't have a flame shirt. Oh no, I might have had a flame shirt. The dragon shirt I never had. But anyway.
There's only like 2 shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
The
flame or
shirt
dragons.
and the dragon shirt.
Yeah, I had the flame one then. I'm going to say I had a flame one. I don't think I had a dragon one.
And then they ended up in every charity shop had at least 5 of those in every size when it came from like 2008.
Yep. And then, the rest of it was usually just like black band t-shirts, standard grabby stuff. Big fat chain, spiky belt.
Did you have a wallet chain?
I sure did. I had a wallet chain, and then I just used to have like 3 or 4 other chains just clipped to the side of my jeans. So I rolled.
Just in case the police need to catch you.
I had to make sure I had like some Vans or Converse or something on, although it was kind of irrelevant because my jeans were so baggy they often covered my shoes anyway. They were dragging around on the floor. That was my first foray, shall we say, into fashion. Somewhat stereotypical.
No, but it was indicative of the music that you liked and the group you were in.
Yeah, true. A lot of people would. I wouldn't say they took it to the same levels I did, probably.
No,
for the best for them, but
yeah,
it is.
You carved out your style.
I was happy being who I was. That's the main thing, isn't it? Your fashion, often reflects where you're most comfortable, doesn't it? So that's where I was at the time.
Ordinarily, it does. I think a certain degree of when you're young, you do dress like your friends.
Oh yeah, peer pressure. There's also that.
Yeah. I never really had a particular style. I used to wear the sort of things I liked.
What were those things? What kind of group did you hang out in?
I didn't really have a group. Unfortunately for me, I sort of spread myself quite thin amongst various groups. I never really...
Like a dirt cheap margarine on poor one's white bread.
I don't like the use of bland and poor there.
I didn't say bland.
You did say bland. You said poor margarine on
I said
bland.
cheap margarine.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, mister. I have a butter dish.
We're not getting onto the fucking butter dish, right? I'll bring my wife on and you can interview her about butter dishes and their merits.
That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to interview about the sheer amount of pans that you own and the butter dish and anything that I can't find a use for that you've bought over the years.
That wouldn't be a bad episode, to be honest. Just like, okay, what is this?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we'd have to cut most of it because we only have roughly half an hour. Might be a 5-parter.
I mean, that's a lot of parts. Almost as many pans I've got. So my style, it really changed. So I wore a lot of I didn't wear skinny jeans. I used to wear like slim fit jeans because unfortunately when skinny jeans were all the fashion for certain people within our...
All the trendos.
Yeah, basically.
Townies, whatever you call them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the frame for that. I have very large thighs, and it would look like you'd cooked some chicken legs and then wrapped them in like paper. So it didn't really fit me. I wasn't like a scrawny beanpole, so I couldn't really pull that off. So slim jeans. I used to wear like just generic polo shirts usually. Button-up shirts, sort of like undone underneath, have just like a printed t-shirt. So nothing...
You just settled into your 50-year-old self at the age of like 14.
I'm not 50 now, so I'm going to change every part of that. No, I didn't really have my own style. I mean, well, I did have my own style, but it wasn't really indicative of anything else. Like, I just wore things that I liked. Like, I used to go shopping at like Burton's and stuff like that.
Standard high street chains.
Yeah.
Other chains are available.
Other chains are available. Just your generic high street stuff, really. Nothing really that interesting. I used to get some brands, so that's the only thing I used to do. Like when I had expendable income, I used to at least get some sort of branding, like Levi's for my jeans, and then like Dolce & Gabbana, and I used to wear like, shoe-wise, I used to wear like actual shoes.
No, like trainers for you then?
No, I did.
No, like Converse or anything?
I did briefly have a time where I did wear Converse. Like there was like 6 months where I really got in with like some emo kids, and I just wore like various Converse. But then I sort of moved away from that group a little bit, and then I started wearing like shoes, jeans, like and shirts and stuff like that, just to look a little bit smarter. I don't know why. My hair always changed. I think that's something that I would class as fashion as well. I used to have really long hair and used to like get highlighted and all sorts of shit. And then like have it spiked, have like a hedgehog going on, all sorts of stuff. Those were the days. And now that is completely impossible for me to do. I have no hair.
Do it with the beard? Spiky beard, that'd be good.
I straightened it once and I was told that I looked like Dumbledore. So I never did it again.
Nice.
The worst thing is, it is going grey, so I can't really get away from that.
I think you should get a bit of hair gel and mould it into spikes.
Yeah, I suppose I could make it look spiky. If I wanted to get, like,
New stage persona. Call yourself, I don't know, Spiky T-Beard. I'll come back to that.
That's not the name of your new hero, is
T?
it? Spike T?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like Spike Lee, you see, that's where I went with it.
Yeah, I know where you were going with it.
Spike TV? Like the TV channel Spike?
No one wants that. So, as far as sort of like, after that, I mean, how has it changed for you, like your style, since like the blindness has gotten a little bit more?
My fashion's just like me, I'm just a watered down version of myself.
Let's be fair, you do have a distinct style now, and it might be a watered down version. You don't have any chains anymore, but you do have a selection of bands, t-shirts, baggy jeans, and an array of Vans t-shirts.
Okay, let me stop you there, because firstly, the jeans aren't baggy anymore. They're relatively well fitting. My trainers are normally like DCs or something now. And then t-shirts, mainly Entis t-shirts. So yeah, there are a few band t-shirts, I'll give you that as well. And then I usually just wrap it in a shirt. Usually like plaid or plain, to be honest. It's pretty much my style now.
You do like your plaid.
It's a nice, easy style to get to when you can't see a lot. You kind of know what you're getting yourself in for.
And yeah, it's a safe look. You stick to neutral colours as well, don't you?
I do. Mainly because, well, I can't see like some of the colours. So if I stick to the neutral ones, it's easier to know what I'm getting into in the morning.
So you're not like a knobhead with like mauve trousers and like a lime cream top.
Look, I don't mind a bit of colour on top, but downstairs, we're talking black or blue for the jeans.
I mean, I was going to say I agree, but then I just looked down and I'm wearing grey jeans.
Well, the thing is, as your sight dissipates over time, you can't always tell. Firstly, my colour differentiation's going a little bit.
Mm.
Especially like if I wake up in the morning and it's not light outside and I'm having to use like light bulb light, artificial light, if you will, to tell the colours between. I can't often tell. Sometimes it's ridiculous things as well, like a dark green and a dark purple. I can't tell the difference if I've got a shirt that I'm giving to work. But if I've only got like blue or black jeans on, it doesn't really matter. Bang it straight on. And it's the same if I've got blue or black jeans on. As long as my t-shirt, is like, I don't know, if it was just white or something like that, it's not too bad, is it? Go with anything. Wrap a plaid shirt around, good to go.
I mean, it's safe, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the most exciting thing ever.
I mean, it is showing your age. I'm going for the safe side of things.
Well, it's more to do with my sight, really.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm a bit out of touch. I don't know what's good these days.
Well,
also, you're making it sound like you're the fucking height of fashion over there. What do you fucking wear? Rack on me, boy.
I wear neutral colours.
Oh, really? You're showing your age there a little bit, aren't you? Going for the safe option.
So jeans. I do have a pair of chinos that I wear for job interviews. Exclusively.
The job chinos.
They are.
Do you not have a suit? Like a business suit?
I don't really want to work in a place where I would have to wear a suit. Like, if you have to wear a suit to an interview, then I feel like you're always going to have to wear a suit, like trousers and a shirt and a tie.
I wore a shirt to my job.
Yeah, but I work, well, okay, let's throw a hint out. My work doesn't require any sort of, like, you have to be kind of smart, but it's like smart casual. Like, there's no particular dress code. So, I haven't done a hint in a while.
It's not mine either. Jeans and a shirt. But I went in a suit. It's about looking good for the part, isn't it? When you go to an interview. Plus, if you get a one suit fits all, you use that for all sorts of stuff. Hatchings, matchings, dispatchings. Job.
It fits all
interviews.
Until a year's time where it doesn't fit.
Why? What are you doing in a year's time?
Bulking up, mate.
Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah. I just haven't got the exercise down yet. No, I know. Job interviews, I'll wear chinos, a button-up shirt. I look smart, but I'm not going over the top.
What's your daily fashion like then?
Daily fashion, like I said, neutral sort of colours. Usually t-shirts. I'm working from home at the moment. If I was working at the office, then...
T-shirt and pants then?
No, I would still wear the jeans, but I would have like a button shirt.
Jeans are on the hanger just in case the Amazon guy arrives and you have to get dressed.
Jeans are always on. I can't be one of these people sitting in pyjama bottoms. It's just skanky, I think.
I had 3 weeks worth of furlough and I pretty much did all my work in my boxes.
Yeah, but you don't do meetings over Teams.
They're not going to see below the desk.
Well, depends. Well, I have my camera, they will. It's all crotch cam, baby. Under the table.
Tony, we can only see your head.
Oh, yeah, you can. I mean, it has the same beard and baldness thing going on.
It's only got one eye as well.
That is also very true. So, yeah, just t-shirts.
How do you choose your stuff?
It's going to sound really bad. I used to go and choose my own things. But now that my site is going, I find it a lot tougher to know what looks good, what looks smart. You just need to ask my wife about the last pair of slippers I ordered off of Amazon to know how shit I am at ordering things for myself.
Oh, mate, slippers are gash, though. You don't need to have good slippers.
No, but I could not have got it more wrong.
How do you get a bad pair of slippers? They're meant to be terrible.
Ask her. These were horrendous.
I once had a pair of gorilla-shaped slippers that I nicknamed Gore and Illa.
Well, which one was Gore?
Left, obviously.
Well, why is that obvious?
I don't know. Because it comes first.
What, left is always first?
Yeah, left and right. You don't hear right and left, do you?
Yeah?
No, left and right.
Whatever.
So how do you choose them now?
My wife generally helps me pick out my stuff now. So we will go to various places. TK Maxx, I do like TK Maxx.
I ain't got the patience for it.
But that's the thing, I've got a wife. So I go to TK Maxx, and where it would take me like an hour to find something that isn't just garbage, she'll go in and she's like, like loads of shit will come out, and she'll be like, okay, I've got like 10 things here, let's see how they look. And then that's how I do it.
It's nice that you can have a personal shopper. We can't all afford one of those.
Well, there's nothing stopping you asking my wife, saying like, she knows your style as well. She knows your style and what sort of things you like. So
you know what? I'd rather do it myself than someone say, mate, you look like garbage.
You do look like garbage. So, when it comes to shopping for your clothes now, what do you do? Like, do you do it online? Do you go out?
Yeah. So, like, I do all my, I try and do all of my clothes shopping online because, firstly, it tells me in writing what colour it is. If I'm in the shop, if I'm in, let's go back to Burton's, actually, other retailers are available. In fact, that one's not available anymore because it's closed down. Lockdown. But anyway, the lighting wasn't always, like, the best. Like, sometimes they have those spotlights to make it kind of, like, trendy and shit, don't they? So, I couldn't always see what colour stuff was, and I can't always read the label on it. So, if I look at it online, then I know what colour I'm getting, and I know roughly what size I am, so I'd rather just order it, see if it fits, and if it don't, then I'll just send it back. Do
you order, like, 2 of the same thing in different sizes, then just return one?
Nah, I usually know where I'm at, depending on what it is. I take a gamble. They're not always the same because, you know, the third world countries that make the clothes often use the same pattern, but half the time it's different. Even if you get 2 mediums, it could be different, but it is what it is.
That's the cost you pay for cheap clothes.
They need to beat the children a little bit better. Make sure they're more in line with the pattern.
Jesus Christ. What? You're trying to convince people you're not a serial killer.
Look, all I'm saying is, not great working conditions over there. Either pay people well and get it right, or beat the kids and make sure they get it right. Don't think it's a great message to send, if I'm honest.
He has no comment on this at all.
I'd like to point out that it's just a joke.
As long as you point it out.
The Seesaw podcast in no way endorses child abuse.
we
or third world poverty.
No.
But I would endorse a good pair of jeans, for the love of God. Someone get it right.
I've debated getting, like, there's a big push at the moment, and it's not so much a push. It's not a fashion thing, but it's more of a, dare I say, it's one of these things for like middle-aged men, whereas now you can get like elasticated jeans.
Oh yeah, you pretty much get them all the time now, yeah.
But it's becoming like the trend now, like to just order elasticated jeans. And apparently they're quite good quality. Even Levi's, I think, are doing them now. Where they're just basically jogging bottom style, like waistband.
Yeah.
But it's like they're jeans. And it cuts down on labour and design costs and stuff like that. And you wouldn't know any different unless you're one of these dickheads who walks around with their shirt tucked in or t-shirt tucked in so they can show off their massive belt buckle. Or like a skull eating fire.
I actually have a skull belt buckle. I'm wearing it right now, but it's not on show. It's pretty large as well. It's left over from my my grabby days.
What then? How many times have you washed that belt?
Belt?
Yeah.
I don't wash belts.
So what you're saying, whenever you're going for a shit, you wash your hands before you put up your trousers?
No.
So you wipe your arse, you adjust your belt,
Yeah.
then you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I can say from that is that your belt is covered in shit.
I mean, firstly, I'm wiping my arse, not my arse with my hand.
Right. But
So
sometimes the toilet paper's a little bit thin.
Right, okay. Fine. The thing is, why would that matter, right? Because it's going to be on the, like, you're washing your hands afterwards, aren't you? So yeah, your belt might be a bit shitty, but what does that matter?
So let's say you shit and it landed on the bottom of your jeans and...
Why would you shit on the bottom of your jeans?
Let's
What
just
kind of
say...
scenario is this?
Let's just say...
Has this happened to you, be honest?
You haven't done a good job and then you stand up and it just goes boop on like the cuff of your jeans.
Right.
And in this instance, you can just like flick it off, like, bing, like that. Would you feel like those jeans are now filthy because poo's touched them?
Yeah, because physical shit has touched them, but I haven't accidentally shat on my belt buckle, have I?
Well, I don't know what you do in your spare time. I'm just saying the belts are filthy. Like, wash your belt, come on.
No, there's no need for it. You wash your hands afterwards. That's what's clean.
Nah, wash your belt.
It's
It's disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
15 years worth of fecal matter on it, that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's 15 years of shit and pisses on your belt.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's how COVID started. Shitty belts. Speaking of dirty things, apart from your shitty belt, how do you know if something's dirty?
I don't. Well, to be honest, I kind of... This is my general rule now. Because I can't see the dirt on my clothes, I tend to just go for shirts 2 days, so long as it's not been warm outside and I've got sweaty. T-shirts 1 day, because they hug the pits a little bit more. And then jeans, I could probably get away with about a week. Unless if I can visibly notice the dirt on it, then I'll change them. Or if I know, like, I don't know, a dog's jumped up with muddy paws or something, then fine, I'll get them changed. Just out of, I won't be able to see the dirt, but I'll know probably that there's some dirt on there. Otherwise, I just can't see it. So I just kind of like, I have to fail safe and just wash it anyway, even if it's not dirty, or just wear it and hope that it's not dirty.
That's fair. That's a really long train. I mean, I have heard that, especially if you have good quality jeans, like Wrangler or Levi or some of these other brands, you're not supposed to wash jeans.
What if you've got awful jeans to the point where people just roll their eyes in the middle of the street because they're quite frankly embarrassing?
Well, they might be a little bit wonky. So, I am the same. Like, there are occasions where I will not know if something's dirty. I do the same thing with you. If it's been really hot or I've sweated or something like that, definitely goes in the bag. But generally speaking, I won't wear the same top twice without washing it. Just for that risk.
Yeah, I wouldn't t-shirt. Yeah, definitely not.
Sometimes you drop your lunch on your shirt and don't pick up on it. That happens. But it's just a game we play, you know, of living this dangerous life that is being a blinky. But jeans, I usually give a week.
Yeah.
About that. Just hang them
I
up.
know people that wear them too. Fully sighted people, so a week's pretty good going.
You've got to give them an air out. Like I said, like that's what a lot of, like, if you get good jeans, apparently you're supposed to, like, wipe them down, but then, like, just air them.
Nah, fuck it, just wash them.
Yeah. Don't be lazy. Wash those jeans, even if they are awful.
You don't want to bring shame on your family, do you?
No. No one's going to know that reference.
I don't mind.
Uh,
They're in denial.
Yeah. Speaking of being in denial, do you feel that you have no fashion sense now?
I feel like I did when I was 15 in that I've got my own fashion sense and this is what suits me now. I go back to that thing is, like, I wear what clothes make me feel comfortable. I don't think I'm necessarily fashionable. I'm not, despite what I said earlier, going to be on the cover of Vogue. But got my own thing going on. It's still a sort of grubby-ish look, just a bit more adult. It's like the youth mixed in with the adult, mixed in with the blind.
Wow, that is...
That's what I say what it is that mishmash.
Yeah, I just like to wear what's comfortable. And if I'm going out, I'll wear something smart.
I don't necessarily it doesn't need to feel comfortable on my body. It just means I need to feel comfortable in it. In myself.
Yeah, I'm the same. So, but I don't have a distinct style now. Middle age, I'd say, is my style.
Told you had that going on at 14 from what you were telling me.
Fucking hell, yeah. By the sounds of it. I look like the sort of guy, like the way I dress, I look like the sort of guy who has kids. I don't, but at least I'm ready for it. So do you feel like you miss out on fashion? Is it something you're interested in?
Maybe, no. I think it's because I'm getting older now, so I'm not really that bothered about it. But I'm pretty happy where I'm at, to be fair. How about you?
To me, I just don't want to spend the money. To be fashionable requires a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, if you're talking like proper high fashion, yeah, sure.
No, not even high fashion. I consider, like, put it this way, like every year you have a different colour, you know what I mean? This year's colour is blah, blah. I don't know what this year's fucking colour is.
It was ultraviolet last year, I think, wasn't it?
But, like, you got all your ultraviolet shit last year, and, like, this year, like, you're so out of fashion, so gauche. So you have to change your entire wardrobe again. There might be a few things you can carry over. But even people who aren't into high fashion and like getting all like the brands and shit, people who go out every payday to spend like 150, 200 quid, like minimum on clothes. I'm like, I just don't want to spend that money.
Yeah, but it's kind of a hobby, innit? You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Yeah, but you're not spending 200 quid a month on CDs.
You don't know that.
Well, it would be in a month and one CD has shown up.
Actually, 2 have shown up.
Well, they're £100 each.
No, they weren't.
Just shut the fuck up.
They are getting more expensive. Plus, also, I buy a lot of records as well, and they're like 20, 25 quid a pop. Do I spend 200 quid a month on fashion, on music? Probably not, but I bet I spend close to 100.
Yeah, but I used to spend like 100 quid a month on games.
That's what I'm saying, though, innit? If it's your thing, do it.
I'm not saying don't do it. If you're into fashion, I can do it, but at the same time, it's something that I don't want to spend a lot of money on. I always feel good when I get new clothes. Don't get me wrong, like, when we're in a shop and my wife's like, oh, that would be good on you, or that look nice, and then I wear it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm glad I have some new clothes. But then I get my favourites, and this is the bad thing. I have a chest of drawers that's full of, like, clothes, which I still like, but I will still wear, like, 10 different things, because I feel comfortable in it.
Nah, chuck the rest of the shit out.
No, because they all have their purpose as well, because like, there'll be times where I will put on something else because it looks smarter. So I've got a few polo shirts, which I won't wear day to day, but then when it comes to like going to a friend's like barbecue or something like that, I'll put on a polo shirt, and I'll put on a nice one. It depends on the circumstance. I don't know. I've never really conformed to any style. I've always kind of looked like I should be.
Middle-aged.
Well, no, like fuck's sake. When I was younger and I had like long hair and it was like, I had like black hair and I like, highlighted blonde and shit and had like a side part, like fringe, and you'd think like, oh, like proper emo shit. I was like, well, no, I didn't dress that way. Like now I shave my head. And yeah, we'll wear like a leather jacket and shit like that. And you could say it's sort of like a skinheady look, but then there'd be times where I'll just wear something quite bright and colourful, just for no reason, and like I'll wear like denim shorts and like a floral t-shirt. It's like
Daisy Dukes and a floral t-shirt. Yeah, that would look good on you.
Stop your fantasising. Hot enough in this fucking room. But that's the thing. Like I just do what I like.
Right, shall we wrap up?
Sure. Let's wrap this up like a tasty sandwich.
Yep. Be yourself, be comfortable, get your own fashion, and if you're a blinky, either get someone else to choose your clothes or stop giving a fuck about what other people think of your clothes.
Yeah, do your shopping online. It's never been easier. And the returns policies are pretty decent. If you're disabled, you're already in a subculture. So wear what you want. Like, you don't have to conform. Wear what you're comfortable wearing. Like, whether it's like actually comfortable or you're just comfortable wearing it. Fuck the world. Like, no one's doing you a favour being disabled, so you might as well like feel good about yourself.
Wear what makes you feel good.
Wear those tweed trousers. I actually do have tweed trousers. That is the appropriate reaction.
And on that note,
this is the end of the fabulous episode of Seesaw.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Seesaw Podcast.
You can find us on Facebook at Seesaw Podcast, Twitter, Seesaw Pod. You can email us at seesawpodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on TikTok and Instagram at Seesaw Podcast or Seesaw Pod, depending on which one we want. But get us on the other places. This podcast was recorded in front of a blind audience. It's fucking stupid. That makes sense. It's not funny.